Hey everyone, my name is Ethan Pereira, and I'm currently in my fourth and final year at the Ted Rogers School of Management at Ryerson University. One of the things that first stood out to me is that the international exchange program offered by the Ted Rogers School of Management. This offers third and fourth years the opportunity to travel abroad for a semester and study around the world. Secondly, Ryerson has a proactive approach to education. The Ted Rogers School of Management actually offers 7 majors to choose from. Now, these range across many different business fields, some of them being economics, entrepreneurship, global management, human resources, marketing, real estate, or law and business. And there's always new course offerings that take student requests into consideration. One of them being design thinking, which we're implementing this semester, and design thinking is a new way to develop concepts and ideas. Ryerson actually has learning zones that students can be a part of. Now, these zones are where real businesses are incubated by Ryerson and are able to operate and grow their business. One of the zones that I had the pleasure of being a part of was the Legal Innovation Zone, and another one that I've heard of is the Science Discovery Zone. And fourth, Ryerson is the only undergraduate program that provides students with an opportunity to participate in a legal clinic. Now, a legal clinic is usually in law schools where law students can help businesses pro bono with legal administration. Ryerson is one of the only undergraduate programs that offers this to students before they get into law school that I was actually a part of. Ryerson is an inclusive culture that accepts all ethnicities and religions. Professors really do want their students to succeed. I know I've heard from a lot of other students at other schools where it can be difficulty establishing a relationship with your professor, but Ryerson professors actually want to learn more about their students and develop more of a relationship, and this can be facilitated through office hours. And finally, Ryerson is a student community willing to help each other out. Ryerson and the Ted Rogers School of Management uses a combination of labs, lectures, cases, and hands-on learning to facilitate education. Almost every course that I've taken uses real-life business case examples to facilitate the theories that are being taught. I'd say it's very fast-paced with lots of reading, and the reading is absolutely on your own due diligence to complete. What types of skills or mindsets do you need to succeed in this program? I think one of the big ones coming from a law and business major is that you need to apply what you know. It starts with first understanding the concepts that are being taught to you, but you also need to be able to apply it to a given fact scenario. In terms of your grade point average, I'd say you want to aim anywhere between 80 to 85 for your high school average. And one of the reasons why I also chose Ryerson's business school over a lot of other ones I was considering was because I'm someone who struggles with math, so you didn't need to take functions or calculus to be eligible for the program. You could get in just with your data management course, which I took in grade 12. And I think another thing to keep in mind is entrance scholarships. So if you can maintain an 80% average in grade 12 and throughout university, you'll get monetary awards every subsequent year. And the money amount actually increases if you were to achieve a higher average. So for example, if you jumped from an 80 to a 90 once you're in the program, you would receive more money that could go towards your tuition. As I mentioned, the targeted major options help you choose a career path that is focused on building skills and knowledge that's tailored to a specific field. Everyone at the Ted Rogers School of Management obtains a Bachelor of Commerce degree. So you could really seek a career in any type of field, whether that would be law, economics, accounting, marketing, project management, health management, information technology, supply chain management, or even human resources. And moving on to co-op. One of my personal biggest regrets through my undergraduate career was not actually doing the co-op program, because you're almost guaranteed to get relevant work experience. That's definitely valuable when you're seeking jobs after graduation. I think definitely when you're in high school, university level courses better prepare you. Some high school courses that helped me when I was in university are definitely taking accounting and economics in grade 12. Take stuff you're genuinely interested in for your electives in first and second year. You'll definitely, I would say, do better if you're just doing something you're interested in rather than trying to chase an easy course or try to find an easy A. One of the most important things is to do your readings, because it's not only supplements what the prof says, but it also gives you the needed background information to build context and help you better understand concepts that can be difficult. And I think a big thing is do your readings before class. If you do your readings before class, you're more often to filter out the information that's repetitive or that you already know, so that when you're in the lecture, you could focus on the concepts that are a bit more difficult to you. And I think another extremely beneficial thing is if you're doing your readings before class, you're able to have questions already prepped for the professor, so you don't have to necessarily have to maybe email them after or book office hours. You could have your question asked directly in the lecture. You're in school in the downtown core of Toronto, so there's the coffee shops all around. There's the Eden Center right there, which is always fun to hang out at. And the Student Learning Center, our Ryerson SLC, was award-winning. You could book rooms and have whiteboards in them or monitors, and facilitate group work. I think as far as it comes to getting involved in clubs, I think the most important thing is get involved early. Not only because you're gaining skills and knowledge, but it's just the easiest way to meet people and develop relationships and build your network throughout your university career is, I would say, to join school clubs. And how would I suggest making friends? I think making friends at university can be as easy as talking to people in your classes. A lot of the common thing at Ryerson was joining group chats for the course. So a lot of chats, like if you were in this course, you would join like the Facebook group for the course, so you could give each other tips on what to study for, what not to study for, things like that. Whether that be mental health help, financial help, or career help, there's all kinds of support, whether that be academic or general wise at Ryerson. I know that there's a Center for Student Development and Counseling where you're able to book appointment with representatives from there just to talk about anything. And there's also a lot of support for international students. Yeah, Ryerson is definitely there for their students, whether that be female support, LGBTQ, diversity or minority groups, or out-of-province support. As far as insurance benefits and medical go, I know that the Ryerson Students Union offers a dental plan, and that's included in your tuition. And if you already received these benefits from your parents, you would have to opt out of that. I think number one, it can be very overwhelming. I remember coming home after my first couple of days of school and thinking that I wasn't going to be able to get through it. Here I am 4 years later, I got through it. So remember just to take breaks, and when you're stuck, leave it and return to it tomorrow. And again, I can't stress enough to join school clubs early. Don't wait until your last year to join clubs. It's the easiest way to make friends. You could definitely build your resume and put them on your resume around student clubs and skills that you've learned from them. And it's a great way to connect with your school community. Thank you for listening.